Let me know when you are ready.
No.
Alright, welcome to Prem'S Chai Shop. We are beginning with the measurements. So what I would like to suggest is to choose 1 cup or glass, whatever you want to prepare chai for. And based on that, you will choose the different quantities like how much water and how much milk you're going to be using. So we will start with that. Let's say we want to... Ready?
Yeah.
We want to make this much of chai. So we take the water a little more than half. Okay, so this should be enough quantity. Start the heating. Now that much of water, like this much chai. So this is good quantity of turmeric, kokamaya.
Oh.
And then we will take ginger. And also it really depends on the season. So now we are entering in the winter, so it's really good idea to have a little extra ginger. Always wash.
Not peel.
Huh?
You didn't peel them, just wash.
No need to, because they are organic and yeah, you like to keep the skin as well. First malt both together, and then you add clove and pepper. So I would choose for this quantity, say I have a little less pepper, but I think that's enough for us. So 4 pepper and 5 clove. That will give you nice flavor as well. And you malt it again together. I would like to show one more very nutritious ingredient of chai. It's Indian basil. You can find it in Copenhagen. There is a shop in Fisketå where they also sell Indian basil, and it's like full of nourishment and healing property. So that's also you can use. This one I plucked myself with hand and dried and grind it, and then all together. And it's very important to malt rather than grinding the spices, because when you malt it really gets the juice out of it. And the water is already boiling, and now I like to clean the pot so you will have everything out from the mortar. Now you let it boil for a while, and it's important that you boil it on a sim, not on high, so it really squeeze the essence out of it. And then while it's boiling, we will prepare the next dose of spice. So usually people put everything together, but I like to put these spices first, so they really get very well blended in the water. And then the next batch of spice is cinnamon, cardamom, and star anise. I don't have it yet. So, do you have? Okay. So we can use that. And saffron, of course. It's a bit expensive, but whenever you really want to enjoy the flavor, you can occasionally use saffron as well. So now let's prepare for the next while it's on sim and it's boiling.
I'll just get the thing ready.
Yeah. I think for this quantity maybe it's too much, because any spice goes too much kind of dominate the flavor, so you want to be conscious about how much you're supposed to use for the quantity that you are making.
So that was half a star.
Yeah, like 3 leaves of star anise. Yeah. And then I'll mop that first, because if you put everything, then they just fly around. And always use the raw spices, not the powder form like cinnamon, for example. And then for cardamom, you mount that as well. And the reason why we put these spices later, because they are more for fragrance and the flavor, and if you put them before, you just burn them out, you just boil them out. So it's better to keep them towards add them towards the end, so you keep those flavors fresh and strong. And now the last thing is saffron. And because it's quite strong and expensive, so you would want to keep it, but this should be enough to give you flavor. And if you're watching this video, you can already smell the fragrance of the spices. And now it's water is ready with all the spices. Now comes the important part, is the milk. The recommended is of course the cow milk, but I really prefer the most oat milk, or if you don't have that, then you can use whatever you like. But it's always good to mix 2 different kind of milk together. Like I really prefer, and I consider for my chai as main ingredient is the full milk, the creamy milk, but that has to be very little, not too much, just to give extra thickening texture to the chai, and that's very important. And beside that, you can choose the other milk, whether it's you want to use the regular cow milk or soya milk or hawa milk. But if you could, really don't forget to add the sul milk. All right, so what would you prefer? Okay, so now I'm going to be adding the milk. So if you remember, we are going to make this much chai. We took more than 50% water, and now we'll be adding the almost like 25% the cow milk or soya milk or hawa milk, and then 5 to 10% cream milk.
Okay.
And now
Well, you
can.
don't have our milk or what? Now you
Yeah, I
use-
don't have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why you use that.
Mm. A little bit tinge of the cream milk, and now you let it boil. And this is the time you increase heat a little bit because you have put cold milk, so it needs to be heated.
Okay.
And now also is the time for adding the spices. So this is the last bit. Since it's dry, so you don't have to put the chai in it, you can just use your hands or spoon to clear it off. And now you let it go. Stir it because this helps to let the milk cream and milk blend together, and also the spices. And the last thing comes is the Indian tea. I'm showing the way I make it. You can choose not to use this, and or use some other tea, black tea that you prefer. But I use it to give it a little color and the flavor. So this much is enough.
And this is Ceylon tea or what is it?
It's a Taj Mahal tea.
Taj Mahal.
Yeah. And then you put.
You put it inside.
Yeah. And here comes the last part, and which is also important, the boiling time. So when chai is reaching towards the end, it's good idea to let it boil on a very sim heat for a little while, because this really helps to let all the spices blend and infuse their aroma and taste in the chai. So ideally, when you make the chai, one glass like what we started with, it should take minimum 15 minutes to prepare. It's not like a rushing job that you have to do. It takes time, but it really tastes better when you give time. And also remember, after putting milk and these spices, try not to cover it, because what happens if you cover the steam and then the water drops, they goes back into the chai, and then they kind of change the flavor. So it's recommended not to cover the bean. So this is like the basic guideline, and what I really recommend that you start with it and then play with the spices, their quantity, and see what flavor you like the most. So you can try increasing and reducing any particular spice that you like the most, or any flavor that you don't like. So better not to remove it, but to keep it, because all the spices in the chai, they come from Ayurveda, and they all have some healthy benefits in it. So it's recommended to use all the spices, and you can reduce those which you don't like. So we are almost done. Okay, now it's the time to serve. Recommendation for cups, and it's very important one, that when you pour your chai, it should be visible. So what I suggest is either you use the transparent glasses, or buy cups which are transparent like this, so you see what you are drinking, and it really makes a whole lot of difference. In Indian culinary, the emphasis has been so much given on not just making the good food by taste, but by look and feel as well, because your mouth is not just eating, your whole body is eating. So when you look at your food, you have already began the process of enjoying the food. So it's very important how you serve your food, in what way you serve your food, right? So but now we just use these.
Oh, I'm following you.
So I'll put maybe in here. And also what is recommended, to add sweetener, whatever you prefer, because if you don't put sweet in the chai, the spices might taste bitter. So the sweet part enhances the flavor of the spices. So it is recommended to to add sweetener of your choice. Must never throw one use of a spice. You keep it and use it next time as well. It tastes even better. Yeah. And because you have used so many spices, and they don't leave all their essence in one go, so it is suggested that you use it one more time and then throw it away. Depends how much you prefer. So
it's quite sweet.
It's quite sweet.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't come out. It's coming. And maybe you want to take for yourself?
Oh yes. This time, yes.
Or? And let me know how much.
That's good.
Okay. Chai is ready.
It's musical.
Here we go.
Mmm.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Prem.
Mm.
Good one.
Yes. especially the spices that we have used today, and they are so warm in their nature. They are really hot, so after drinking you will definitely feel like a warmth is rising in your body, and it's really good feeling. Especially this spice blend is recommended if you are feeling a little bit under the weather, maybe you have flu or a little bit cold and cough. It's highly recommended. It really helps alleviate the symptoms. Thank you for watching.